Hi guys, welcome back. This time 5 years ago, I was stood here with something very similar to what is over there. There's been a car in between that you haven't seen. May have been a bit of a bad one to buy, but hey, it was fun. So I'm going to introduce you to its younger brother, the Mk7 Fiesta ST. So yes, bought another Fiesta. I know. Third one I've now owned, one you haven't actually seen. This car is fantastic though. I can't go wrong with it. It's everything the Mk7 should have been, but yeah, it's fantastic. The only thing I would say is it hasn't got the wow factor that the Mk7 used to give me, but it's got the mod cons and the luxuries, so I can't complain. So the Mk7 was fantastic to drive. You've seen me do a track day in it. Well, I say a track day, I poodled around Bedford in it. But this is so much nicer to be in. It's so much more comfortable. It's got the Apple CarPlay. I've got a heated steering wheel. I know, I'm getting old. I like these things. But this car is absolutely fantastic. I am loving it. I've had it for 3 months now and enjoying every single moment of owning it. You might be wondering why I bought this car. The car before, I had a Golf R. Probably shouldn't have bought it with the miles I do. So I needed something that was economical, still fun to drive, and just something that I could enjoy and not have to spend a fortune on, because that was ridiculous to spend money on. Like I say, the car's comfortable. You know, it's like driving a Rolls Royce compared to the Golf, and it's so economical. I can't go wrong with it. It's a fun car to drive though. I've had my fair share of fun in it, but you know, you can have your chill time in it, and then you can have fun in it, and that's what I really like about this car. So plans for the future, there may be something in the back of this, that's another video, but yes, I will be modifying it like the Mk7. There's going to be a lot I'm going to do to it. Wheels are definitely going to get changed because I hate these wheels. They are not my cup of tea at all. Induction kit's being done, and there's going to be a whole heap more to go. This is going to get the full works. Maybe down the line, might not be blue anymore, but that depends on the budget. I keep going on about economy in this car. I'm getting 35 miles per gallon in this, and for me, that's amazing compared to the Golf when I was getting 12. So this is fantastic. And I have been running a temp box. It's not on there at the minute, and I've been getting 35 with a temp box, so I can't really complain at that at all. So what drew me to this car was the price bracket, to be fair. I think you're getting a hell of a lot of car for the price. There's only 3-4 grand difference between a Mk7 and a Mk8, and I feel like you're getting a whole lot more car now. It's bigger, way more comfortable. The seats in these are fantastic. I like the Mk7 seats, they were great, but these are really comfortable. The ride in this is lovely. I mean, it's completely stock at the moment. Yes, okay, I did fiddle with the Mk7, but this is just way better on comfort. You know, the alloys, I may have cracked one already. We won't talk about that. That was a horrible moment, but lots to come with this car. Absolutely lots to come. It's gonna be transformed, and I will be getting my own plate on it soon. This is not my plate. Right, so some of my favorite features for this car. Obviously, I keep comparing it to the Mk7, but that's my best comparison. There's a screen in this. I know you can get it in the Mk7s, but they just look a bit ugly. You know, I've got the heated steering wheel, heated seats. It is just a very comfortable place to be. These seats, stunning. It is just very comfortable in here. It's so easy to drive. I can't go wrong with this car at all. As some of you might know, this car has got 20 brake horsepower more. This is 200 brake from stock. It's slightly heavier than the Mk7, so you don't really feel it, but there's so much you can do to these. You can get these running crazy power. So that will come down the line. Let me get there. Yeah, like I say, it's a bit heavier, but you can change so much underneath these. The chassis, everything, it's a completely different car now. You can't really compare them. Like I say, the Mk7 wanted to kill you, and I could feel that when I drove it. This, not so much, which I do like, but in some aspects I do miss in the Mk7. But when you chuck this into sport, completely different car. Big difference in the engines. This is a 3-pot, 1.5. The Mk7, 1.6, 4-pot. These get a lot of criticism. I can kind of see why. They're a bit sluggish in the low end, but once these get going, this is rapid. And like I say, put it into sport, it flies. So to end things up, I am over the moon with this car. 100% the best decision I made getting this. There'll be a lot to come with this car, so stay tuned. And I hope you enjoyed the content to come, because it's going to be around for a little while. So as always, like, subscribe, and keep along with the journey. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys.